If you told me that the Hyuga were trash, I would ask you why you think that way. Because a lot of you feel like the Hyuga are trash due to the fact that you're comparing them to like the Uchiha clan, or the Senju clan, or the Uzumaki clan, so on and so forth. You know, the Hyuga had an amazing dojutsu ability, with the Sharingan and the, Rinnegan. The Byakugan was the only other one that was an ocular jutsu that gave the Hyuga clan certain abilities. I do feel like the Hyuga were very underutilized. I feel like that they were very misused in this series, and there was so much potential that they could have done with the Hyuga. Now, when you look at the Hyuga clan, you don't know much about them, but two key members of the Hyuga clan are Neji Hyuga and Hinata Hyuga. Now, specifically talking about Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, I'm not talking about Boruto. I know Himawari, Uzumaki is a member. I know Boruto is technically a member. But I'm only talking about Naruto and Naruto Shippuden because I don't watch Boruto. So we first get introduced to the Hyuga in the Chunin exams, and they both introduced Hinata Hyuga and Neji Hyuga. Now, if you ask me personally, the Hyuga that I preferred was Neji Hyuga. Now, Hinata was sweet, she was shy, she was timid, yes, but that was not my type of character. My type of character were genius badasses, which is why my favorite characters, I should say, is Itachi Uchiha, and sometimes Madara Uchiha, depending on the era. So, when you look at Hinata Hyuga and Neji Hyuga, they were the representatives of the Hyuga clan. And they started off well with Neji, because this man was the #1 rookie in his class. Genius abilities, the strongest genin out of all the 12, right? Even Rock Lee stated, when he defeated Sasuke in an impromptu matchup, he said, look, Sasuke, you're not the one I want to face. I was only testing you for the guy I really want to face, which is Neji Hyuga, which we never got the conclusion of that, which I really hate, which is one of the reasons I'm bringing this up. So when you look at the Hyuga clan altogether, they were very underutilized. They were left out because I feel like the creators just felt like they had to push the Uchiha to a certain degree. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, do you know what they could have done with the Hyuga? Do you know how much potential the Hyuga could have had? Because when you look at Neji's ability, the 8 trigrams, 64 palms, the 8 trigrams palm rotation, 128 palms, you know what I'm saying? Like Gale palm, 8 trigrams air palm. You had so many abilities with the Hyuga. And the fact that Kakashi went on record and saying that the Byakugan is stronger than his Sharingan, it's like, bro, why didn't y'all build off of that? Because the Hyuga had the ability to block one of your chakra points, which stops the entire flow of your chakra system in your body, therefore not allowing you to produce any ninjutsu. They didn't build off of that. Do you know how challenging the Hyuga would have been if they actually built off of them, bro? Like, the matchup I wanted to see was Black Suit Sasuke versus Neji Hyuga in the Chunin exams. Now, we did get Naruto versus Neji. I do think that Naruto buried Neji in that match, because after Naruto beat Neji in that match, Neji never got any more build. I mean, he was in the Sasuke retrieval arc, and he did have a great match against Kidomaru. But after that, bro, like, Neji didn't really do anything. Like, it's just like they just left him out and just made him seem like he was such like an unimportant character, which they did make him an unimportant character. And not only did they try to kill him off once, they officially killed him off in Shippuden, and he didn't even die in a meaningful way. This man died because of some wood, bro. This man died because a Ten-Tail shot out some wooden logs or whatever, and it pierced Neji and he died. I thought that Neji was going to use like a substitution jutsu when I first watched it, but they legitimately killed him off. I want you guys to think about the Hyuga's history that we've been giving for a second. The Hyuga has a main household and a side branch household. The side branch household has to serve the main branch household, right? Neji was part of the branch household. Hinata was part of the main household, which means Neji was technically supposed to serve Hinata. Now, the only reason that Hinata's dad was the head chief of the clan, right, or in the part of the head household, is because he was born like seconds before Neji's dad. And I think that's kind of fucked. I think that is really fucked. I don't think that's like an accurate way to, like run a clan. Like, you were born first, so you got to be like, no, that's not how that should work. And not only that, but Hiyashi Hyuga, which is Hinata's dad's name, Hiyashi Hyuga ended up killing one of the Hidden Cloud's ninja because they ended up signing a peace treaty, but the Cloud Ninja ended up breaking that treaty and then abducting Hinata. Hiyashi Hyuga stopped that Cloud Ninja and killed him. Once the Cloud found out that the Byakugan user or a Hyuga Clan user ended up killing their fellow ninja, they wanted the guy responsible. And what did Neji's dad do? Neji's dad sacrificed himself in order to protect the main household, which is why Neji has so much hatred towards the main household, which I would have had too, because I'm like, bro, you treated my dad like shit. You didn't let him use his ability, and anytime he tried to surpass you, you wanted to use the freaking curse mark to hinder his ability. And then on top of that, he sacrificed himself for your father. Bro, I would have been in Neji's shoes. I would have went off on that main branch household, bro. I would have learned every jutsu there was to learn. And I would have murked everybody in that main household, bro, because I'm not finna serve y'all after y'all been treating us like shit for the past decade. Like, no, that's not finna happen, bro. So Neji's backstory is definitely terrible, and I feel like he never got the true justice in the series that he deserved, because my thing is, bro, Neji was going to change the Hyuga clan. This man was going to be the head Hyuga, and he had the ability to do so. They just didn't build off of that. And then let me get on Hinata Hyuga. Like, they made her shy, they made her timid. Like, bro, her main standout moment was her against Pain. Like, she literally stood toe to toe with Pain in order to protect Naruto, which is the guy that she loves. She ended up stepping in place in front of Naruto, in between him and Pain, in order to take him down, knowing that she was not strong enough, knowing that she could have potentially threw her life away. And she did. She did die, but she was brought back to life. Like, bro, they made the Hyuga feel so weak in comparison to like the Uchiha and the Senju. It's almost laughable. Like, sometimes I want to ask Kishimoto, like, bro, why didn't you build off of the Hyuga clan? Why didn't you use them in a meaningful way? Because if you guys don't, like, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but the Senju clan were not a thing until Tobi was talking to Sasuke after he killed Itachi, well, quote unquote killed Itachi, and started telling Sasuke the truth about Itachi's life. There was no mention of the Senju at all. I feel like they just made that shit up. They made the Senju clan up in order to make another important clan to rival the Uchiha, because Kishimoto been riding the Uchiha for I don't know how long, and he made them the strongest clan and just forgot about the Hyuga altogether. I'm like, bro, the Hyuga clan with their abilities and how you introduced them, you could have done so much with them. But instead, you just sat there and let them flounder, bro. No writing for them, no writing for Neji. You thought he was unimportant, you had to kill him off. And then Hinata, you know, she's a female character, so you know he don't know how to write those. Like, bro, there was no true representation of the Hyuga. And I thought that they were done so dirty because, like I said, they had so much potential, but they were giving a ceiling so early on. Like, after the Sasuke retrieval arc, there is nothing the Hyuga had to do after that. There was nothing the Hyuga did at all. There was no significance for the Hyuga. But I don't know, man. I just feel like the Hyuga deserve better. I feel like they should have done way more with the Hyuga. I feel like they should have built off of them. I feel like they should have gave them more story arcs. But it is what it is. But I did enjoy the Hyuga. Neji was actually one of my favorites early on. But when they stopped like using him and stopped writing for him, I was like, bro, I can't cheer for a character I barely see. But let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about the Hyuga. Do you think they were underutilized? Do you just not care for them? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.